Today we will cover the relationship between POCV and Gaussian curve. We know that when we talk about probability and normal distribution, what comes in our mind is the Gaussian curve, which is nothing but the normal distribution. On a particular slew and load, a standard cell, when the samples are taken in the x-axis and delay is taken in the y-axis, we know that the standard cell shows a Gaussian distribution, where this is called the mu, which is mean, and there is a standard deviation called sigma. Mu is something which is captured in the dot libs, which we get. Now this mean value is not accurate when you do more sigma analysis. So what is sigma analysis? Sigma here is nothing but the standard deviation, which is the average distance of all the points in this Gaussian curve from the mean. So to do more sigma analysis, the results will be basically more broader, and we are covering more samples. So this will lead to maybe more accuracy sometimes, and sometimes we are very much sure if our timing is close with the sigma, then we have lot of variation which is put into this. Now we know that for a particular slew and load there is a mean, okay, but as we know that the sigma depends on the mean, and we know that the sigma can also vary on different slew and load. So there is a need to model this sigma on different slew and load, and this is what we model in LVF. If you will open an LVF, which is nothing but dot libs, the normal dot libs, which models the mean of the standard cells, but also models the sigma with respect to slew and load. When we model the variance, which is sigma square, or the sigma with slew and load, we know that whatever results we are getting for the standard cells delay for a particular slew and load, that will cover not only this mean, not only this one point, but it will cover more number of samples around, depending on what is the value of the sigma for that particular slew and load. And so we can say that in that case, the results which we are getting will be covering more samples, and we would be little bit safer. So this is how LVF is modeled, and this is the relationship between POCV and Gaussian curve. I will be explaining you more regarding the Gaussian curve, the POCV, and how we calculate POCV in the prime time, how basically the POCV is calculated using the LVF. I will go through the reports in the prime time in my upcoming videos. So thank you very much for listening to this, and please give me the feedback how you understood and what are your doubts and what else you want to understand regarding the Gaussian curve. Thank you.